There's a lie you've been told your whole life. A lie that says greatness is reserved for a select few, the gifted, the lucky, the chosen ones. But I'm here to tell you that's complete BS. Your greatness isn't something you're born with. It's not something given to you. It's something you take, something you earn, something you create with every decision, every action, every ounce of fight you've got inside you. Some of you are waiting for the perfect moment, the right opportunity, someone to give you permission. But let me ask you, how much longer are you going to wait? How many more days, weeks, or years are you going to let slip by before you step up and claim what's yours? Because listen to me, your greatness is not in the future. It's not locked away in some distant dream. It's right here, right now, and it's time to unleash it. Your greatness is not something that will be handed to you. No one is coming to your door with a trophy, a contract, or a golden opportunity wrapped up with a bow. The world does not owe you success, recognition, or achievement. If you want greatness, you have to step up and take it. It requires effort, persistence, and an unstoppable mindset that refuses to accept anything less than your full potential. Every person you admire, every legend whose name is etched in history, had to fight for it. They had to push past doubt, rejection, and failure. They weren't chosen, they chose themselves. They didn't wait, they acted. They didn't hope, they executed. And that is the same energy you need to embrace if you are serious about unlocking your own greatness. Effort is the foundation. You can have all the talent in the world, but without action, it's worthless. Too many people sit on the sidelines waiting for motivation to strike. They wait until they feel ready. But the truth is, readiness comes from action, not before it. The difference between the successful and the average isn't luck. It's effort day in and day out, even when they don't feel like it. Then there's persistence. This is where most people fall off. They start strong, they get excited, but the moment they hit resistance, they quit. They take rejection as a sign to stop instead of a sign to push harder. But let me tell you something. Rejection is part of the process. Failure is a test. The real question is, how bad do you want it? Because if you quit when it gets tough, you never really wanted it in the first place. The ones who succeed are the ones who keep going long after others have given up. And finally, the unstoppable mindset. This is what separates the elite from the mediocre. This is the fire inside that says, no matter what happens, I will find a way. Your mindset is either your greatest weapon or your biggest enemy. If you feed it excuses, doubts, and negativity, it will hold you back. But if you fuel it with resilience, belief, and relentless focus, there is no limit to what you can achieve. You have to develop the mentality that nothing can break you. You have to decide that setbacks are setups for comebacks, that obstacles are stepping stones, that every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger. If you adopt this mindset, you become unstoppable because no matter what comes your way, you will keep moving forward. So hear me when I say this. Your greatness is not given. It is taken. It is earned in the moments when no one is watching, in the hours of discipline and dedication that others aren't willing to put in. It's forged through blood, sweat, and sheer willpower. Your past does not define your future. Too many people carry the weight of their mistakes, failures, and regrets as if they are permanent marks on their identity. They let past disappointments dictate what they believe is possible for them, convincing themselves that because they failed once, they will fail again. But the truth is, your past is just a story, one that you have the power to rewrite. Every failure, every mistake, every setback you have experienced is not proof that you are incapable. It is proof that you tried. And trying means learning. It means growing. It means becoming stronger. The most successful people in the world are not those who have never failed. They are the ones who refuse to let failure stop them. They saw failure as feedback, as information, as the necessary steps on the path to success. If you spend your life looking in the rearview mirror, you will crash. You cannot move forward while constantly focusing on what is behind you. The only thing that matters is what you choose to do right now. Every single day, you have the opportunity to change your story. You have the power to decide that yesterday's mistakes will not hold you back today. You are not your failures. You are not your past decisions. You are the person you choose to become from this moment forward. Think about it. Every great success story is built on a foundation of failure. The greatest athletes have lost games. The greatest entrepreneurs have had businesses collapse. The greatest leaders have faced rejection, betrayal, and obstacles that would have made most people quit. But they didn't quit because they understood that failure is not a final destination. It is a stepping stone. They kept moving forward, learning, adjusting, and pushing through until they reached their goals. The only real failure is the decision to stop trying. As long as you are still breathing, as long as you are still willing to fight, you can change your future. The past is over. You cannot change it, but you can use it. Use it as fuel. Use it as a lesson. Use it as a reminder that you are capable of overcoming anything. What matters is what you do next. Will you allow yourself to stay stuck in old patterns, replaying the same mistakes in your mind? Or will you take control? Your background does not determine your future. Too many people believe that where they come from, what they have, or what they lack defines their potential. They look at their circumstances and use them as an excuse, telling themselves that success is only for those born into privilege, those with connections, those who had an easier start. But that is a lie. Your current situation is not your final destination unless you choose to let it be. There are countless stories of people who came from nothing, no money, no support, no advantages, but still created extraordinary lives. Why? Because they refused to let their circumstances dictate their future. They understood a fundamental truth. Your external situation is never as powerful as your internal mindset. What you believe about yourself, what you believe is possible, and what you are willing to do, that is what shapes your destiny. Your struggles are not roadblocks, they are stepping stones. Every challenge you face, every hardship you endure is an opportunity to grow stronger. The greatest leaders, the most unstoppable achievers, are not the ones who had the easiest path. They are the ones who learned how to turn adversity into fuel. They didn't complain about what they didn't have. They didn't focus on the reasons why they couldn't succeed. Instead, they focused on what they could control. Their mindset, their effort, their relentless drive to improve. Too many people spend their lives blaming their circumstances. They say, I didn't have the right education. I don't have the right connections. I don't have enough money. And because they believe these excuses, they stay stuck. But others, faced with the same challenges, decide to rise above them. They say, I will find a way. I will outwork the competition. I will create my own opportunities. The difference isn't luck. The difference is mindset. The difference is the belief that no matter where you start, you can build something greater. You can learn, you can grow, you can find solutions where others see obstacles. It doesn't matter if you are struggling right now. It doesn't matter if you feel like the odds are stacked against you. What matters is whether you are willing to take control of your life. What matters is whether you are willing to do the work, to show up every day with the mindset that you will not be defined by your past or your limitations. There is only one thing standing between you and the life you want, and it's not your background, your resources, or your struggles. It's you. It's the story you tell yourself. It's whether you choose to see obstacles as excuses or as challenges to overcome. It's whether you decide right now to rise above your circumstances and create your own future. Because at the end of the day, Your mindset is the most powerful thing you own. And when you decide that nothing will stop you, nothing can. Action is the catalyst for transformation. Too many people spend their lives waiting for the right time, the right opportunity, the perfect conditions. They tell themselves, I'll start when I have more time. I'll take that leap when I feel ready. I'll go after my dreams when the moment is right. But here's the truth, there is no perfect moment. The right time is not coming. The only time you have is right now. And the only way to create change is through action. People who succeed don't wait for everything to align. They don't sit on the sidelines hoping for circumstances to change in their favor. They make a decision. They take the first step. Even when they don't have all the answers, even when they feel uncertain, even when they are afraid, they move forward. Because action creates momentum, and momentum is what turns dreams into reality. Every person who has ever achieved something great started before they were ready. They stepped into the unknown, learned along the way, and figured it out as they went. They understood that waiting for confidence before taking action is a trap. Confidence doesn't come first. Action comes first. Confidence is the result of action. The more you do, the more you learn. The more you learn, the more you grow. And the more you grow, the more confident you become. Think about this. If you want to climb a mountain, you don't stand at the base waiting for the path to magically appear. You start climbing, you take one step, then another. Maybe you stumble, maybe you have to adjust your path. But with each step, you get closer to the top. Life works the same way. Your success, your transformation, your breakthrough, it all starts with one action and then another and another. The problem is that most people are stuck in analysis paralysis. They overthink, they doubt themselves, they play out every possible scenario in their minds, looking for certainty. But in that hesitation, they lose time. They lose opportunities. They watch as others who are no more talented or capable surpass them, simply because those people took action while they were still thinking about it. If you want to change your life, you have to stop waiting and start doing. You don't need all the answers. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. That business idea, take the first step. That fitness goal, start today. That dream you've been putting off, make the move. Because at the end of the day, it's not the smartest, the most talented, or the luckiest people who succeed. It's the ones who take action. The ones who refuse to let fear or uncertainty hold them back. The ones who understand that the only way to create the future they want is to take bold, decisive steps toward it every single day. So stop waiting. Stop hesitating. Move now. Comparison is the enemy of progress. Too many people sabotage their own success by constantly measuring themselves against others. They look at someone else's achievements, lifestyle, or abilities and immediately start feeling inadequate. They start questioning their own progress, their own path, and whether they are good enough. But here's the truth. The only competition that matters is the one between you and the person you were yesterday. When you compare yourself to others, you are playing a losing game. You're looking at their highlight reel while living through your own behind-the-scenes struggles. You don't see the sacrifices they made, the struggles they endured, or the years of hard work that went into their success. You only see the end result, and that illusion makes you feel like you're falling behind. But the reality is, you are on your own unique path. No two journeys are the same. No two people have the exact same starting point, challenges, or opportunities. So why waste energy comparing your path to someone else's? The only comparison that matters is with yourself. Are you growing? Are you improving? Are you making progress toward your goals? That is what counts. Every day, your goal should be simple. Be better than you were yesterday. Even if it's just 1% better, that progress compounds over time. A small improvement each day leads to massive transformation over months and years. But if you are constantly looking at someone else's journey, you will miss your own. Comparison breeds self-doubt. It makes you feel like you are not enough, that no matter what you do, someone else is always ahead. And that mindset can be paralyzing. It can make you hesitate, second guess yourself, and even give up on your dreams altogether. But when you shift your focus inward, when you stop worrying about what others are doing and start focusing on your own growth, that is when you truly unlock your potential.